Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. Again, Monday, August 11th, and today is the Monday recap where we'll basically cover where we stand heading into the week to some of the YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY, SMCY, PLTY, and we will even look at ULTY. Again, that's going to be a work in progress. Not too detailed, but we'll look at it just a little bit. All right, and then we'll see where we stand. But before that, check this out, man. Bitcoin overnight, I don't know if you guys saw this, but damn, 121,000. I mean, I don't know what happened, but around like 9:35ish, it jumped, right? It jumped, which is, jumped like $800, and then it jumped again around 10:05. It jumped like, I don't know, it's insane, but I'm loving it. It's a good time. So if Bitcoin goes up, what does that mean? Well, MSTR is going to go up, and it is. It's up in the pre-market. It's up 4.13%, which is awesome. However, we may be wearing our caps today because that could be yakapity doodah, if you know what I'm saying. By the way, I should confirm if the audio is working, so I'm not talking to myself. Let's make sure. Brother AB says loud and clear. Is anyone on X listening? I see 94 of you. I know it's bright and early, but if anyone is on X, aka Twitter, aka whatever you want to call it, if you could confirm that the audio is all good, it would be greatly appreciated. All right. So let's get to it, man. Let's see what our strikes are looking like. So obviously on the Monday recap, we don't really go into too much detail. We just go into where we stand, right? We skip all the other tabs and we go right to the holdings. So what do we got? Well, we got synthetics. We got anywhere from a 375 being the lowest all the way up to a 410. All right. So if we look at the price again, 411 now, it is now above the highest strike price. So our synthetics are like, they're going to be making some serious freaking bank. However, they don't expire until September 19th and October 17th. So they may not touch them for a while anyway. So, thank you. Audio good. Yeah, no music today. Well, maybe at the end. That's something I've been doing at the end, just testing it out. If you guys like the music, let me know. I'm not going to, and yeah, I'll make sure I always remember to put it at the end when we do a little Q&A action, All right, so let's look at these covered calls. Oh boy. What are we looking at? Lowest strike, 407.50. That's a goner. Highest strike, 422.50. That's not a goner. That's good, right? So again, let's check out the pre-market. It's showing up 4%. This is pre-market, and this is as of 6 a.m. So a lot can change. But you saw Bitcoin, man. Woo-wee. I don't know, man. So let's assume it's going to stay at 411 or maybe even goes to like 415, right? That'll blow through the 407, the 410, and it'll be at the money here. So they may close these early, roll them up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. We don't want to jump to conclusions yet. But guess what? They do have credit call spreads, right? Why do they do these things, these green things? What are these green things? Well, it says buy call, right? So this is sort of, I think of it as a defensive position to this position, right? It helps these out in case these get blown through. It captures the upside, right? Because again, at the time they purchase them, if MSTR flies up, this can be a profitable trade. However, it's not going to offset all of the damage that could be done here, but it could help, limit the damage, if that makes sense. All right. But there's better news, and I'll get into that in a second. So if we scroll down here, I just want to show you. Let's show it right here. Remember from Saturday morning video, total synthetic contracts, 143,915. How many are they selling calls on? 54%. You know what? We got freaking 45%, over 45% uncapped, So if it goes to the moon, 45% of us is going with it. All right. And then obviously only 54.75%, we have to worry about the covered calls. So in fact, if you look now, let's look now, right? MSTR is going up 4.13%. I would think, any guesses? What do you think Misty's at? You know, no cheating. What do you think Misty's at? You think it's at 4? High, I think probably high 3s. I'm not cheating, just so you know. Just pulling it up. Let's see. Okay. Mid 3s somewhat, 3.29%. So that's good. That's good, right? I'm expecting as it goes up, we should be able to capture the majority of the upside. So that's pretty good. Anyway, let's move on. But yeah, so keep that in mind as we probably get blown through our strikes today, because I don't know. Again, why is Bitcoin going up? I have no idea. I didn't check. I didn't read. If you guys know, feel free to throw it in the chat. I'll pull it up on the screen. But yeah, I just woke up at what, like 1 a.m. with my 3-year-old, and I checked, and it said moon. All right, so which is also, by the way, my reaction. I do have a reaction. Moon. All right, so let's see if the IVs are working today. By the way, before we move on, yes, Alien from Discord. I didn't find you on Discord. If you're there, help me out. If not, someone else help me out. I need a 7-day IV that works. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's broken. It's broken. All right. So anyway, let's keep going. So again, that's where we stand heading into the week. Nothing further to really talk about. But you know, the value of the fund is 5.6 bill. Approaching 6 billion, so that could happen soon. Again, ULTY is right behind it in the $3 billion mark. So is it a competition? Some like to think so, but is it? I don't know, whatever, sure. And then obviously outside of MSTY, we do look at sometimes these other suckers here. Let's see if we could refresh and get this thing to work. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. It's missing that top line. Sometimes, you know, does a little funkiness here. Selling calls, what are their strikes looking like? 6, 3, 2, 3, 6, and 18% out of the money. That's all with an expiration date of Friday. This is again for IMST, the Bitwise fund. And they are only selling calls on 64% of their fund. Now, again, if you look at MS2, this is where the problem lies. Like if this holdings is truly accurate, they're missing out on this upside. So again, let's check. Let's pull up the pre-market. Okay. So yeah, see? So they're not. Last update is 609. All right. It shows. So this tells me those holdings are accurate. And the fact, see, this is, you know, if Bitcoin tanked, we'd be like, yeah, they're smart. But now Bitcoin's flying to the moon, and now there's currently no position. There's no position. So they just miss out on everything. Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So now it's going to be expensive for them to buy the call this morning on MSTR. I don't know. What do you guys think of this, man? I do love these rec shares funds, but I'm not sure why they keep doing that on the weekend. You know, this is an example of, again, look at Bitcoin over the weekend. Maybe it'll come back down before the open. Hey, and then they'll look smart again. I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, MST. Again, we only cover that really on the weekend, and then MSTW, nothing to really cover because they don't have covered calls. Did I have a question? No, I did not. All right, so that's the coverage on MSTY. And then we'll just jump to TSLY, man. How you doing, TSLY? Let's look at the pre-market for Tesla. I think the market's looking rather green on a lot of stuff. We'll have to take a look. I think NVIDIA's red, though. Tesla should be green. Let's see. Yep. Tesla is up 1.25%. I'll take it, right? We'll take it. All right. It's at 333. How's their synthetic doing? Good. 290 and a 295. Both expire September 19th. So they don't have to touch them yet, but still, it's good to know they're making money. Now, again, what did we say the pre-market was? It was 333. All right. So 333 is above the 330. Okay, that one's blown through. What about these others? They're still out of the money, which is good. All right. How far out of the money? They're going to be, a little tight. So they're anywhere right now. They're out of the money, 2 to 6% out of the money, almost 7. But again, we'll see how the week goes. But You know, it was a rough week. Well, Friday was rough. One of those days were rough for TSLY, man. They just didn't capture the upside. But hopefully this week turns out better. We'll see how it goes. All right. All right. So down here, the synthetic is currently worth 95 cents per share. The value of TSLY is $1 bill, 1.1 bill. Again, the 7-day IV is broken, unfortunately. So now we have to default now again to the 30-day IV. Very unreliable formula, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on, but you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But they don't, you know, TSLY's part of Group A. They don't declare again until 23 days away on September 3rd. All right. Make a sense. All right. Let's see. Let's go to NVDY. As we said, NVDY looked a little red in the pre-market. So let's take a look, see where we stand. Right. I think they're getting what? A tax or something if they do business with China. Is that what it was? Maybe that's why they're red. It's down 0.83%. It's moving a lot, man. It's moving. Again, this is as of 6:12 a.m., so a lot can change. They're sitting at 181. So if we look at the 181, and then we go here, all right, so 181 is above this synthetic, 165, and it's above this synthetic. So when it comes to NVDY, both of their synthetics are doing fantastic. All right, covered calls, that'll be another story, right? Again, what is the pre-market? 181. Okay, that's fine, 181. Where does that? Okay, perfect. They have a 185 and a 187.50. These are tight. All right. So the fact if NVIDIA actually goes down today, it'll give a little relief on these covered calls that are really, 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 really tight. Tight, right? So I don't know, man. I think it's okay. It's okay to go a little red on the NVIDIA side. What do you think, man? Yeah, that's it. Retire abroad said it, paying 15% of China's chip sales to government. So thank you for that. So yeah, that's why they're just a little red today. They're so big, though. It's probably like, whatever. All right. So where do we? What's the value of NVIDIA? Almost $2 bill. Will it hit $2 bill today? Probably not. It's going down, but it's at 1.9 bill. The NAV 1788. Trade price same thing. And synthetic, it's worth 160 per share. And by the way, they declare this week. So yeah, man. Is it going to be $1? I think so. I think it's going to be over $1. What do you think? Oh, it's loading. Come on, IV. Come on. It's trying, man. It's trying to pull, but there's like nothing there. But, you know, anyway, Group B declares in 2 days. I did my guesstimate video yesterday for NVIDIA and PLTY. Go check it out. I'll pin it to the top of the comments, all right? It's a fun video, man. Guesstimates are always a fun video. In fact, it was long. We did some Q&A, yip-yapping at the end. It was a good old time. All right, so now let's pull up your favorite. What did you do to your coin? All right, coin. Coin. Holy moly. What movie? Ready? Moly. All right, coin is up 4.45%. That's noise. I mean, they need it, man. They got destroyed, right? They got destroyed recently. So they're at 324.20. Let's take a look at their synthetic. Oh, brother. How dare you Google Sheets? Let me tell you something. All right, let's refresh. Brother. All right, this is not good. You don't want to piss off the macho man. You better update this, CONY. All right, I'm going to pull up SMCY. We'll have to skip over the cone heads because the cone heads are not happy. In fact, they got macho man, you know, on the mission. We'll get it fixed. All right. Okay, fine. We'll pull up SMCY. SMCY suckers. All right, here we go. I was doing you know, the five time with my 3-year-old, and he was getting pumped. He was yelling it with me. I was like, oh yeah. All right. He didn't know what the hell he was saying, but he tried. All right. Super micro nerdy ass computer company. They are up 0.67% in the pre-market, 44.90. How's their synthetic doing? Not that great. They have a 45 and a 60. One's at the money. One's good luck. All right, let's go right to the cover call action and see where we stand. Looks like we're going to be all right for now. All right, we are 7, 8, 10, 12, and 16% out of the money. You know what that means? That means we want green. We want a lot of green. You know why? Because we could withstand it, man. Our calls are way out of the money. Bring this sucker up, man. Bring this sucker up. All right. So let's go. Let's go. What are we waiting for, man? Come on, Cletus. Come on. All right. So we'll see how today goes. But if you're a SMCY sucker, you want green this week, man. You're saying don't sing it, bring it. All right. What's the value of their fund? 314 mil. NAV 1662, trade price 1660. I did a Q&A on X yesterday. One of the questions was, will SMCY hit 20 again? I said it's damn sure possible. I know it's hard to imagine because it's down at 16, but you know, with their craziness, with their IV, like today, whew, you know, if SMCI moves its ass, maybe they get to 17, 18 today. You never know, man. It's possible. All right, how's the synthetic doing? Well, not good. Not good at all. You can see it's negative in a negative. Their 30-day IV, 63%, a little lower than usual, I think. But they're part of Group D. They don't declare for a while. All right, so that's 16 days away, 827. However, if you look at the income estimate, that's bank. You know, it's 395, but don't look ahead. Don't look above at the synthetic over here, you know, on the paper, as they say. So, yeah, man, roughy doo-dah. But, hey, we'll see how the week goes. Again, it's just a Monday recap, man. It's early Monday morning. We're all just trying to wake up. We're either going to work, getting ready for work, or we're retired and we're up because we don't need to. Doesn't matter. You can sleep whenever the hell you want, right? All right. Palantir, how you doing? Well, they're down 0.17%. They're at 186.65. Okay, that's fine, right? Look at this. Look at this sucker. They got a 140. Really? You got a 140? I mean, this thing is worth insane amount of money. We know how much. How's their cover calls? Not good, man. Wait, were we red? Yeah, we're red. You know what? These actually need to be a little red. Their synthetic is doing so well that, you know, we could take a chill on Palantir. So if these go under 185, you know what? Great. Great, man. Great. Fantastic. All right. So, but again, we'll see how the week goes. It's only Monday. We're just chilling. It's not all so serious, right? All right. So what's the value of this fund? 656 mil. The NAV, oh my God, $77. Are you freaking kidding me? $77 for a YieldMax fund? Really, bro? Really? Are they going to pay out chunks of this? Yeah, I would think so. Because look at this too. Synthetic on the paper, 2034, bro. 2034. Income estimate, 239. Again, broken 7-day IV. They'll declare 2 days. Yes, they're part of my guesstimate I did yesterday. Yes, I changed the freaking guesstimate during the video because, again, PLTY guesstimate, it's a tough one, man. It's a really, I don't know. I don't even know what to guess. Everyone's guess is, you know, whatever. We don't know. Nobody knows. Doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter, but it is what it is. All right, let me go back and check cone heads. Come on, Cletus. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. All right, I'm going to try to refresh. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's not working, man. Google it. Just Google it. And Google is not nice. All right, so we'll come back later. All right, Coneheads. Again, so ULTY, my coverage, again, it's work in progress, but one thing I'm going to start doing is I'm going to show you the trades, right? The trades on, I got to scroll to the bottom. This will always have a value, right? There you go. All right, so on like 8/8 Friday, this is the income and outgo. So I'll just cover the income and outgo for each day, for each fund, maybe just the big ones, big losses, big gains, things like that. Nothing crazy. Again, this is pivot table set up, so this is automated, not a thing for me. It's not a big deal if it helps out you guys. Plus ULTY holdings, again, pivot table, pull. You know, it'll show you the weightings, what they're currently holding at the moment, what tickers. I did say I'd add the freaking tickers, and I didn't do it. All right, let me see if I can do this real quick. Yes, this is Roundhill. I'm working on something for Roundhill. Always working on something, right? All right, so you pull this up, you get you want A2. Let's see if it'll still work. What the hell? What the hell? Here, we want to delete A2. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're just going to carry this down. And this will show you the holdings, within the fund, right? Because, some of the freaking tickers, we don't know what the hell they're saying, right? Like, what the hell is that ticker? What the hell is that ticker? All right, so obviously you can see what they hold, anything, these have super implied volatility, which, yeah, I'm guessing you want that too, man. Yeah. It never ends, man. The implied volatility, where the hell is that? I don't have, there. I don't have it on here. Stupid round hill spreadsheet. No. All right, I'll get it in a second. Hold on. All right. You like the sound effects? All right. So let's go to here. Not here. 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 All right. Pull that up. All right. So it's pulling up. I mean, I don't know what other information you guys want to see. Do you care about the as-at holdings? That makes it a little more complicated for me, to be honest, to try and do that. But, again, I just want to do a little bit of coverage because I do hold ULTY, and I'm a big fan of ULTY. So I do want to keep some coverage on there, but not too much. You know what I mean? Again, the very detailed coverage, you have to go to ETF Inspector. I know he bust his ass doing that, and it's not easy. So, if you want, again, very, very detailed, you got to go to him. If you want just a little bit, little teaser, this is it. All right. So I don't know why the IV is not updating, but let me, I'll just drag this formula down. Let's see if any of them update actually. All right. So some of them are updating. So yeah, on a daily basis, we could see what they're holding. We could see what the IV of what they're holding is, and then we can go from there. So obviously, like cash, we don't care about the cash. Cash is not relevant. This is the bond holding. We don't need that. GLXY, that is a holding, but it's not updating. Oh, NA. It's weird. NA. All right, whatever, man. So this is, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Is this enough? Just a little bit. Just a little feel of what's going on in ULTY. I think that's good. You guys can let me know, though. All right. Anyway, let's go to options, baby. Again, I made this special. I'll get into this in a second. I didn't add it MSTY, but so you guys can thank me, by the way, because what I did is I sold aggressive covered calls on MSTY. I said, you know what, MSTY, I dare you to go up. I dare you. And you know what MSTY's doing? It's going up. It's going up, baby. Again, let's check out the pre-market. And MSTY, yeah, it's at 1980. 1980 is above both strike prices that I have, 18 and 19. So these are now in danger and may get assigned even early, So what are my options? My options are let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. And then what happens? They go bye-bye, either on expiration date or on, well, it depends if it stays at this high, but I don't know what I'll do. Again, I'm thinking about making this is just going to be all options all the time. So I may just sell another call on MSTY at 20. I know you guys are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Again, keep in mind, I own MSTY in my other account too, a decent amount. So this account we hold, there's no prisoners here. No one is safe in this account. They all come and go. So you say, you know what? Bye-bye, but yeah, while I'm holding, I want to make money and I don't want to feel bad about doing it. So let's go. All right. So yeah, these are in danger. I know. And then TSLY, how you doing? Again, it's a fresh new week. So you got a lot of calls. And guess what? For you guys, I grouped it now. You saw the tab when I first came on. Only open positions. A much easier view to look at. But this is where I'll cover the trades as I do them, of course. Since we have a new week, Again, the only thing I really do is I go down here. And just do equals sum. And then you pick up the trades for this week, the premiums, right? So you figure to have maybe, what, that many trades? Yeah, we'll do that. Close parentheses, boom. So now that's set up, and it'll add up the totals for you. Same thing with TNA. Again, I'll cover the trades that I do tomorrow. Just going to add up the premium to new week, baby. Start from scratch every week. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to make some money this week. That's for sure. All right. So anyway, so what, so I want to show you real quick the open positions. I should put that here. There you go. So let me know what you think of that, about this layout here. So if you look, obviously TSLL, one of my positions, it's currently at 12.13. All right, fine. I'll pull up the pre-market, make you happy. All right, so TSLL is up. It's up to 12.48. It's up 2.89%. It's at 12.48. All right, following. All right, so what does that mean? It means, well, if you look here, right here, can you see that? Is that big enough? I have a put for 12. I have a call for 12. The 12 call, that's in the money, right? Because 12, it's priced above 12. The put seems safe. So again, remember when I say I play it both ways? This is a perfect example. If TSLL goes up, yeah, this is in danger, but this is great. This is fine. If TSLL goes down, this is fine. And then this is in danger. But you know what? It doesn't matter if it goes up or down, because either way, either there's going to be a position that's in a good situation. Again, hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I have the breakdown here of the 822s. So this is for next week. So I got 2 puts there. Those are way out of the money, right? Because they're priced super low. So these are not in danger at all. In fact, I could pay to close these early probably, and it'll be cheap. But then I got 2 calls. I got an $11 call that's in the money. I need to make a decision, not now really, but maybe soon, right? Should I just leave it alone, or should I roll it sooner than later so it doesn't get assigned early? Like I say, because some people are always worried when they sell covered calls, even when they have a lot of shares. But again, this is an example. I don't really want to sell it at 11. So what I could do is I could just roll this sucker just further out and just collect a little more premium before it gets assigned anyway, right? I consider these shares gone, right? Gone. I'm going to go $1,100 because TSLL, it may come down, it may not, but I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care. I'll collect what I can on this amount of money, and when it goes, it goes, right? It's gone. All right. And then we got what, 829s over here. How you doing? Well, let's see. I got puts and calls here too. Way out of the money puts. And then we got way out of the money calls. However, we do have a 12. Now that's in the money as well. So, in danger. So in fact, I have 3 calls that are actually in danger. So again, we'll see how it all goes, and we'll go from there. In fact, I don't think, do we even want this stupid chart there, or should we just put the number of shares that we hold? I don't know. You guys can let me know. Anyway, I know you're talking amongst yourself in the chat. You're not even paying attention. All right. Anyway, so let's look at TNA. What I got going for this week. I got a lot going this week. All right. All calls. All right. In the freaking money calls. All right. I got the 33, the 34. I mean, they're goners, man. They're goners. I'll be lucky if I can roll them this week. We'll see. TNA's probably up in the pre. Yep. They're up 1%. They're at 35.29. So if you look, again, is there any hope for these? These could be assigned early, or if I let them go to Friday, they'll be assigned. Or what I could do is I could create rolling order either into next week or the week after and just collect what I can. But like I said, I'm a little lower on cash than I want to be. I'll show you on the balance part. I have $11,000 in cash, $11,800. Total balance in the account, $52,000. So yeah, 22% is cash. However, pending puts is $7,000. Why is this top so bulky? Yeah, I want to add one more column. Should we do withdrawable cash? Yeah, let's do that here. Or actual cash. Actual cash. Because, you know, we'll do equals this minus that. All right. And then that would be that divided by the total balance. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if you think about it, I have, 11,000 cash, but I do have 7,550 locked up in puts. So technically, I only have 4,200 in cash, if that makes sense, which that's low. That is low, right? What do I want the actual cash number to be? I don't know. Again, I got to come up with goals myself. I don't think there really should be a set goal, to be honest, because that limits you. But, you know, ideally 10% maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know if you guys have a position on that. All right. Anyway, so that's it, man. That's it. We're only a half hour in. All right, let's go to some Q&A. I'm going to put up some music, do some Q&A, and then we'll call it a day because everyone, you know, we got to get our asses to work, right? I'm gonna click daydreaming. I think 15 is a good level. Okay. All right. What do you guys got? What do you want to talk about? What are we doing today? Everyone off today? The show's off, man. Right. Yeah, Hui is nuts. Hui is nuts. All right, Retire Abroad says, I go ahead and I roll early. I'm still in puts, but same, collect money while I can. Are you going to be a full-time options trader, Retire Abroad, in retirement? All right, let's see. The value of YBIT. Sure. Let's see. The value of YBIT. Scroll down here. It's 150 mil. Is that what you're asking? The assets under management. What do they got? They got some funkiness here. All right. So again, IBIT is their underlying. What's their synthetic? You know, again, this is the one that doesn't have the synthetic. That's right. Crazy. Whack. And yeah, I think this is their synthetic, which is insane. Wow. No put, man. This is, again, I don't know. We got to ask about that. I keep forgetting about that. It's worth $4.93 per share. So anyway, hopefully that helped. Let's see what else we got here. Heck, you don't want to be an full-time options trader? Not full-time. I'm just joking. Maybe part-time. All right. So, well, per share. Well, it's worth, YBIT is worth $10.43 per share. That's the price. All right. If you're wondering about the pre-market, it's up 1.63%. So yeah, obviously MSTY is currently doing better. But again, what is their underlying doing? I don't know. Let's check it out. How is IBIT doing? IBIT's up 4.1%. So 68.84. If we look at their covered calls, let's see. Yeah, it's, where are they? Capity Duda, right? So yeah, there's three of them, and they're all capped at the moment. So, and what they got this little thing here, MBTX, whatever that is. But I don't know. They're capped, so they're not going to get much upside today, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a tough one. It sucks too, because this is the chance. Like if IBIT went down, it won't even affect them as much, right? Because they don't have a put to bring them down. But yeah, man, I don't know. Yes, I never really looked into YBit, and again, I'm just not impressed at the moment. Yeah, exactly, brother. We don't really know. We don't really talk to YBit as much. All right, just a newbie want to learn. That's why we're here, right? We're all learning together. I don't want to go from one job. Yeah, exactly. It's not. I don't consider that. You're talking about options. It's not a job. Yeah, definitely hobby. Coin was up pre-market. Can you check, is CONY up? Absolutely. All right. So again, let's see what coin is first. And we'll compare the two. Coin is up 4.34%. Let's check out CONY. CONY is up 2.96%. Not terrible, not great. You know, again, you want to see something better, but hey, not bad. We'll see how it goes. But oh yeah, duh, we're supposed to check CONY. There it is. Okay, sorry, duh. CONY's updated. Nah. All right, so their synthetic is a 320. All right, they're underwater on that. So let's just go right to their covered calls. Their strikes. They are scattered to do. 312.50 to 332.50. Essentially 0.63% out of the money to 7% out of the money. And we saw coin is up in the pre-market. So again, we'll see how much upside they're able to recover if we have such a green day. But it's going to be it'll be a fun one for sure. Again, we check out the value of the CONY fund. It's at 1.3 bill. The NAV is 724. 30-day IV of coin is 53%. Again, the 7-day IV is broken. But Group C, they're not up this week. They're up the following week. But I don't think we're getting anything fantastic for CONY anyway. So they're not making bank bro at this time. So, yeah, no. All right. So, all right. What do we got? We got anything, or should we just go to work? Available cash should be 1 to 2 months. Well, yeah, maybe like in an emergency fund, right? But what does Dave Ramsey say? 6 to 8 months for available cash? I don't know. I don't really like to hold anything in cash, to be honest. I want every single dollar working. Want moon, bags heavy, needs zero. Yeah, we're going to the moon, baby. Let's check out Bitcoin again. Yep, just chilling at the 121 range. I guess we plateaued here, right? Maybe it'll go back up. I don't know. Look at community sentiment, 82% bullish, 18% bearish. That's cool, right? Good stuff. Again, this is on coinmarketcap.com. I used to be on CoinMarketCap all the time when I was a shitcoin buyer. I was all in that crypto game before I got back into options and did YouTube every single day of my life. All right, so what else? We got anything else, or should we wrap it up? My bad. All right, so I think I'm just gonna end it because gotta get this day started. But again, reminder, I did the guesstimate video yesterday, so go check it out. I did Group B guesstimate, mainly for NVDY and PLTY. So go check that out. Let me know what you think. Yeah, if you guys want any, not that I have time, but if there's certain things, I'm thinking about adding Roundhill, in an automated fashion, nothing really too fancy, but the Roundhill weeklies maybe to the guesstimate video, because people keep asking about it. And again, Roundhill, they're a much different product. I know maybe a lot of people don't understand it, but they're simply just leveraged, and they pay weekly. That's it. Leveraged and pay weekly. But you know what? Some people like that. Some people, they're bullish on the product, the underlying that they're buying, and they want to get paid. So, hey, it works, man. It works. Yep. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. You're not entertained enough. All right. Oh, we're not entertaining enough. Yeah. Yeah. You guys gotta give me something to talk about, right? Decent trading. I think so. I'm looking forward to a nice trading day. Yeah, CONY, man. CONY, but it depends when you bought it, right? I know it's down right now, but it's a little rough. Granite shares. See, you guys are never happy. How come is the picture that much bigger? I feel like it got huge, like when I pull it up. All right, so let's see what else. Thanks for the stream. I'm fairly new on my journey and have been learning a few things. I like Cornerstone and ULTY. Yeah, that Cornerstone I definitely do not cover. You can go to Unconventional Wealth for that. ULTY, yeah, again, I'm adding a little coverage here and there, and we'll go from there. Sunita, CONY, where's my TSLY now? Who would take a personal loan to purchase one of these? ULTY, no, not me. Personal loan rates suck. It's definitely not worth it. MIGS would though, but yeah, no, it doesn't. 401k loan, still no, but at least it's a little better because you get the interest back. I don't know. It's just listen to Mike Venuto, right? Do not take out a loan basically to buy MSTY, right? Anyway, yeah, well, margin we don't count as much because it's for this exact reason. When you start taking out more loans, again, when someone says personal loan, I'm assuming they're already capped out on their margin, right? And they're dipping into other crap, but that is a risky game because you don't want to be backwards. But yeah, brother's right. Scared money don't make money. Are you setting up the December interview? Not yet. I should though, right? I should reserve it, but it is pretty far in advance. I haven't even looked ahead. But I may have one tomorrow, guys. So, stay tuned for that. And I think you'll have fun with it. If you lose your job or resign, they can call your 401k loan immediately, I think. Yeah, that's what I heard. I just paid mine off though, so I don't have one at the moment. I'm terrified of even using margin. All right, so Sunita needs a margin video. That's what I'm hearing. All right. Yeah, Miggs is a true degenerate here. He loves borrowing money. Scotty too hotty? Nah, no. I would tell you if it was him. All right, what do we got here? Is it wise to sell MSTY now at 19 because MSTR is at 411 and Bitcoin at 121 by lower price? No, unless you're a trader. If you're a trader, then sure. I'm not a trader. I don't play that game. I'm an options trader. I'm not a day trader. I'm not a swing trader. I did try swing trading, as many of you know, in the past, and it's just not for me. So, but that's up to you. Yeah, Scotty doesn't know. That's I forget who sings that song. Don't worry, Sunita. There will be some stuff later on. We're gonna teach you. Fighting the urge. See, honestly, I have no issue doing that. So when I can't do it now because I'm active. But when it's available to me and I can, I'm going to do it. What is the point if it's sitting there? Even though most of it's a Roth 401k, oh my God, the tax benefits. Oh my God. Oh, great. That's wonderful when I'm freaking 65 and then blah, 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 right? Again, I'm just over that whole thing. Again, I need like a weekly 401k rant video. Now, I'm going to help you out and anyone else who needs it. TNA too. She's learning. No. I don't know I forget who it was. Lustra. Okay. I don't remember. All right. Full degen. Yep. Sure. Yeah. No, you don't believe me. That's more of a car video, but I could just do a live stream if I have time here and just rant away, get into it. All right. I think, yeah, I'm ending it. We made it this far. Let's pull up Bitcoin as we close out. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. What's the keyword? I don't know. Keyword, you guys got to start thinking about it. But if you, wait, no, sorry. I'm out of it, man. But obviously, you know, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. Again, this is a freaking Monday recap. We don't even know what the hell we're talking about. I'm out of it today, but hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow. Will I go live tomorrow? It's very possible, but we'll see. We'll see. What else? If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them down below. Any thoughts on 401k? Yeah, that's awesome. But how long is that freaking going to take? You know? And how is that going to work? Is it going to be through an index fund and they're going to charge you this stupid freaking fee? Freaking ripoff. You know? How about they give, MSTY? How? The question is how? How are we going to be able to buy Bitcoin? And you know what the answer is? Through their stupid fund, through their IBIT, through their this and that, through the, or again, probably not even IBIT. It'll be like an index fund related Bitcoin fund, which will be probably not cheap on the expense side. I don't know, but I think it's great. But to be honest, let's wait till we see the details. Listen to you every morning. You help start my workday, trying to learn what I can. I have to learn how to sell the calls and puts. Right now, just buying YieldMax on Blossom. My port says 77% ULTY. Damn. Yeah, everyone's on Blossom lately. I occasionally post on there, but again, I can't keep track of another freaking social media platform. Keyword moon. Yeah, I don't know. Today was probably not as entertaining. Super. All right, Sunita. We'll see you there then at 7:30. By the way, today, Migs, share your video, and LA, share your video. Right, share it in the chat. LA first, 7:30 premiere. I'll be there, hopefully, and then others will be there. And then at 8 a.m., Migs premiere. Others will, we'll all be there as well. So that the chat just continues all Monday morning. So if you guys want to check out their videos, they'll be posting soon. Yeah. So do we have a keyword so we can shut this down already? We're like going ass backwards here. We don't even know what the hell we're doing. Is that the best we got, really? Moon? How about watch LA and Migs? How about that? Watch LA and Migs. There you go. That's freaking lame-o, but you know what? Screw it. If you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it to me and everyone else, you have to go watch LA Appliance and Migs. What the heck is Migs? What's your freaking YouTube channel name? It's I think you guys changed it to something. I don't know. I think it's too long. It's much easier to say watch LA and Migs. But so that's the keyword. Keyword is watch LA and Migs. And that way, if you type that down below in the comments on X and on YouTube, that way I know you made it to the end of the freaking video. All right. So we made it. I'm out of here. Take the little one to daycare, then start work. And we'll go from there. I'll update you guys. Again, I think I told you guys yesterday, down the road, I'm thinking about changing the format and doing my videos at night, which will not be easy, of course, and then save the mornings for a show called the morning show, where we'll just have, you guys on, or YouTubers on, or even like fund managers on. But it's early. It's going to be early. Maybe not 6:30 early, but that's my future, of the show, my future YouTube channel. But it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm pumped about it. Anyway, I'm out of here. All right. Have a great day, everyone. I know I left the keyword. Hold on. I got to fix the keyword that I have up there. There you go. Nikki got it. Watch LA and MIGS. All right. That's the keyword. I'm out of here. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you on Discord if you want, but if not, see you tomorrow. Peace.